Hello everyone. Again, we will see the problem depending upon the statically determinate member. That means the number of unknown is equal to number of equation or summation of forces, or we can use the condition of equilibrium. There is no need to take the condition of moment. It is called as a determinate member, statically determinate member. Okay. So again, such problem is already I have told you, that is asked for the 6 to 8 marks. Okay, so this problem statement, first of all we will see the problem statement. This question is asked for the 6 mark in the university exam. Okay, so try to concentrate first of all on the problem statement. A bar ABCD of a uniform cross section is uniform. In previous problem, you know very well that the cross section was different. That's why they have specifically mentioned the cross section at various section. Okay, but in this case the cross section is uniform. Okay, uniform cross section having a 20 mm in diameter. Diameter is given as a 20 mm. This whole diameter is 20 mm. Is subjected to a load as shown in the figure. There are various type of forces, that is 50, 10, 20, 60. These are the various forces acting along the various section A, B, C and D, having a length 400 mm, 600 mm and 800 mm, which is already given in the problem statement shown in the figure. So find, our target is to find the total elongation of bar, comma, axial force. In addition to the elongation, we have to find out the axial force diagram. Next, maximum stress which is produced at a various section in each portion of the bar. Also we have given the value of capital E, Young's modulus, that is capital E is equal to 200 gigapascal, and this figure is also given in the problem statement. Okay, so very simple problem. Such type of problem asked for the 6 marks. So if you are not get anything, please, it's a humble request, try to don't be hesitate to ask. You can ask anytime, because this is very important problem. It may definitely ask in the exam for the 6 to 8 marks, so try to concentrate on it. Okay, so first of all we will write the given data. You remember one thing, while solving the problem we have to go step by step, given data, solution and last answer, because a marking scheme is there. Some marks are allotted for the given data also, so it is necessary to write a given data. Okay, 1 to 2 marks are given for the given data only, so it is very important point. Okay, so first of all you write a given data. We have given a diameter D is equal to 20 mm, Young's modulus capital E is equal to 200 gigapascal. So again, to find out, what we have to find out, first, that is total elongation, that is delta L, and second one, axial force diagram also we have to draw, and third one, maximum stress in each portion of bar. These three conditions we have to find out. Okay, so solution. As we have given the diagram, we can find out the area. So area is equal to pi by 4 d square. You know very well that we can find out the area for the circular bar by the, as we have given the diameter, that is pi by 4 d square. Therefore pi by 4 into diameter is given as a 20 raised to 20 square is equal to 314.15 mm square. Okay, this is area. Now next, now we will draw a force diagram. Okay, we will draw the force diagram for this condition. So you know very well that we are considering first section CD, last section, then section BC, and last section AB. So let us draw a force diagram. This is section CD, then section BC, and first section AB. Now to draw the force diagram for the various element, you know very well that we are using a one trick. Keep a hand at section C and consider the section CD. Consider the forces which are acting beyond the section C. Okay, that means beyond the section C there is only one force, that is 60 kilonewton, which is acting a tensile. So write it as a 60 kilonewton tensile. To maintain the system in equilibrium, we have to maintain a same force which are acting tensile to its other end, having a same magnitude, that is 60 kilonewton. Okay, this is section 3, section 2, and section 1. Having a length is also given, that is 800 mm. Now consider the section BC. To find out the forces, we have to keep hand at section B and consider the forces which are acting beyond the section B to the right side, that is only force 20 kilonewton and 60 kilonewton, but 60 kilonewton is acting in this direction and 20 is acting in this direction, so deduct this 20 from the 60. Okay, so how it is? It is nothing but 60 minus 20 is nothing but tensile, that is 40. How this direction comes? Because this direction is 60 and we are deducting this 20, that means we are getting 60 minus 20, that is 40, which is acting tensile. So we have taken here a tensile force, that is 40 kilonewton. Same way, to maintain the system in equilibrium, we have to apply the same force with the equal magnitude, that is 40 kilonewton, having a length, that is 600 mm. Okay, now consider the section AB. To find out the forces acting on the section AB, similar, use the trick. Keep the hand at section A. Consider the forces which are acting to the right side beyond the section A, that is there are, in this case there are three forces, that is this 10, this 20, and this 60, but this 10 and 60 is acting in the right side and 20 is acting to the left side. So 60 plus 10 minus 20, 60 plus 10 minus 20, we are getting this force. Okay, so 60 plus 10 is 70, minus 20 is nothing but 50. Okay, acting to the right side. So this is also a tensile force, that is 50 kilonewton. Okay, very simple. Now to find out the total deformation, you know very well. Now consider this is as a P1, this is L1 having a length that is 400 mm, this is P2, this is L2, this is P3, this is L3. Okay, now use the principle of superposition, that is net deformation delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. Okay, now same way consider the tensile forces as a positive and compressive force as a negative. But if we see the diagram, in this case three forces are tensile. In this case also it is a tensile force, in this case also a tensile force, in this case also it is a tensile force. So there is no need to take the minus sign, all the signs are plus. Okay, so delta L is equal to PL by A 1 plus PL by A 2 plus PL by A 3. This is P1 L1, P2 L2, P3 L3. Cross section is same, value of E is also given. So put all the values in this formula, that is P1 L1 A E. We will get the answer, that is 1.464 mm. Okay, having a positive sign, it means extension. There is a increase in the length. Okay, if the minus sign is here, then contraction, decrease in the length. But in this case it is plus sign is not given, that means indirectly by default it is a plus sign. So plus sign indicate the extension, increase in the length. Okay, now we have to find out the stresses at the various section. Now from the diagram you will come to know the maximum force is acting at section CD, that is 60 kilonewton. Okay, hence the maximum stress produced in the portion CD. From the diagram itself we can come to know that as the maximum force is acting at section CD, that is 60 kilonewton, here is 40 and here is 50, means 60 is the maximum which is acting at the section CD. That means as the force is acting maximum, the indirectly stress is also a maximum in this section. So the maximum stress is induced in the section CD. Okay, we will find out the stresses at various section. So stress at section AB, stress is given by sigma AB is equal to, you know very well that force per unit area. But as it is section AB, that means P1 divided by A is equal to, you know, P1, value of P1 is 50 into 10 raised to 3 divided by area is given as 314.15 and it is coming as 159.2 megapascal. Sigma AB, stress at section AB. Similarly, this is 1. Similarly, sigma BC is equal to P2 divided by A. Value of P2 is as 40 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 314.15 is equal to, it is a 127.33 megapascal. Sigma BC, stress stress at section BC. Similarly, this is condition second, and third is stress at section CD, that is sigma CD is equal to P3 by A is equal to P3 is 60 into 10 raised to 3 divided by area is 314.15 is equal to 190.99 megapascal. From figure also you can come to know that as the force is maximum, stress is also maximum. From calculation also you can come to know that at section CD the maximum stress is induced, because at section BC is 127, at section AB is 159. So this is greater value, that is 190.99 megapascal. So let us, we will draw the force diagram also. So the magnitude, first magnitude is 50 kilonewton. You know very well that the first case P1 is 50 kilonewton. Okay, having a length that is 400 mm. Okay, in next case the magnitude is 40, force magnitude is 40, having a length that is 600 mm. This is 40 kilonewton. Again the magnitude, there is increase in the magnitude, that is 60, having a length that is 800 mm. This is 60 kilonewton. So this is force diagram. Okay, axial force diagram. Okay, so you can also draw the axial force diagram. So we have satisfied or we have calculated the three conditions, that is first one the total elongation, second one as the we have calculated the various stresses at the various section, and third one as the force diagram. So this is all about the statically determinate member. Hope so you will understood very well. Try to solve the problem. This is a very important point. Okay, so thank you so much.